Harmer has just started a show on YouTube. It's a cooking show. Otherwise, it's great. I'm a big fan of her comedy, and she's a fashion icon in the Valley, for God's sakes. She's also one of the founding members of Liar Comedy Group. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's go see what's for dinner. Let's fall in love. Kate Roesgen. Recording, we're live. We're on Drunk Dialing with Sally. And Kate Roesgen is on set, as people should be in the day for their day job. And she is making pizzas. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with your day.
So Friday is always pizza day. My brothers and I make pizzas over Zoom. I think you were talking to one of my brothers, Ed, earlier. So he was late for pizza night. But yeah, every Friday we make pizzas. And so that's why the first episode of my new cooking show was Ed and I making pizzas over Zoom. We're doing basically what I'm doing right now. But we really do it every Friday. It's a real thing. It wasn't just made up for the show.
So everyone is in love with you, including my green card husband. Tell us about your new show on YouTube, which is called A Funny Taste. Tell us about A Funny Taste.
So it's basically this kind of thing where I call in with comedians from my kitchen, and either I'm making something, we're both making something. It's just kind of starting, so I'm playing around with the format. But the first one I did was with Ed, and we each made like a different variation on pizza. He made a cauliflower crust, and I made a regular crust. And then the next one I'm shooting tomorrow, actually, with C.T. Adams. And he is not as skilled in the kitchen, but he is a wine expert. So he is going to provide commentary while I cook, and then he's going to do wine pairings for my food. So
this is completely adorable because so many comedians have other skills as well. However, not me. So this is interesting. You are Ed Roesgen's little sister. I am a big Ed Roesgen fan and friend because he came up with me in an open mic situation. And you have been doing comedy for quite a while. How did you get into stand-up comedy?
Well, I just kind of had to try it one day. I grew up, so Ed's 11 years older than me. I always have to throw that in there. Much younger sister. Thanks. But he was always like the comedian of the family. You know, everybody thought when I was a kid, everybody talked about Ed the comedian. Ed's going to grow up to be a comedian. He's going to be the comedian of the family. And when I got older, he was obviously older than me, and he still wasn't doing it. Like, he was still living in Pennsylvania and wasn't really going out and trying comedy or anything. So I moved out to California, and I spent a few years out here just being like,
Ed, hello.
Where's the comedy go? And so I just decided, I can't wait for him. I'm going to go try it myself. And I just went out and tried it. And then I think that really helped inspire him to get out to California.
Well,
little baby sister.
Podcast together, and he said, he was like, the first time I wanted to do comedy was watching my baby sister do comedy, being so hilarious. And like, one thing I like about you guys, because I will host a show that both of you are in, is you are so different. You are so different, but so supportive of each other. It's super cool. What are some things you like about Zoom comedy and some things you don't?
So I love the no sitting in traffic, no getting a parking ticket. No, like, I love the not traveling portion of it. As far as open mics go, I don't think I'll ever do a non-open mic, like a non-Zoom open mic ever again. Like, I don't see the point.
Same.
I don't see the point.
No, done, signed up. No, I don't want to get violent. I don't want to get fucking violent. Go on.
They're just, open mics are not for the audience. It's for you to like practice and like work out new stuff. And you're usually only performing for other comics. So why not just not leave your house and be able to do that? I don't get the point of like going out.
All the feels.
Anyway, but yes, the things that I do miss about live comedy are obviously like the audience being there. I realized I have a couple like physical comedy bits that I can't really do on Zoom. Like, I can't mime things as well. It's limiting in that factor. And then also just like, obviously the audio glitches when you're on stage, you have a microphone and you're louder than everybody and everyone can clearly hear everything that you're saying. For me, I tend to do the same kind of delivery sometimes that Ed does, where he does that kind of like under the breath kind of monotone, sarcastic thing. And those jokes are really hard to catch on Zoom, especially if that's not your whole set. If you're like up here and then you're just trying to throw in a little thing like that, tends to get lost. So there's a lot of technical things with Zoom that are obviously hard, but I do not miss sitting in traffic for 45 minutes to get a parking ticket. Seriously, an open mic and not even be able to get up on stage because too many people showed up that day. I don't miss that one bit.
Yeah, we don't miss that. You know, we're happy to be back for, you know, other things.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about where we can see more of your culinary skills.
My culinary skills? So, I mean, I started the show basically because I realized in quarantine I was dividing my day up between writing comedy and preparing food. So I was like, hey, maybe I can multitask and just put those together. So yeah, I basically wanted to do a podcast type thing where I also had a meal made at the end of it, so I didn't have to do a podcast and then go cook dinner.
When are you coming out to my house again in Winnetka, and I can give you the clothes that I am too fat for, and you can give me the cookies to keep making me fat for the clothes.
I'll just get you more out of more clothes, and then this is actually a good
system. Roll.
I can do that anytime. I would love to have you on the show and teach you how to make cookies. I can do cooking or baking too. You can do a baking.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you're going to do that. I have no culinary skills. I would have to come to you, and I'm not afraid to come to you at this point in the quarantine. So let's try to work it out. That would probably be very amusing and very funny because I would get extremely distracted because nobody has ever taught me to cook. Yeah.
I could have a drunk commentator. You could just be sitting around drinking and watching my culinary. Speaking of, I gotta check on my pizza. 1 second.
People love Kate Roesgen. All my
that is perfect.
It's beautiful.
Get this out right.
It's like who I should have been, and I mean, I'm cool about it. Work with each other. Like we totally just. I love everything she does. And I want her to keep doing more. Like that's the main thing. Like I just want her to keep doing more of everything she does. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh, don't do this to me.
I'm sorry, you're drunk. This is cruel. I'm sorry, but I
know. Yeah, I got a big appetite.
I didn't want you to think I was just stepping away for no reason. There's very important things happening behind me.
Keeping it super legit. Okay, so shout out to our fans. Where can we find you?
So you can find me through Liar Comedy online, or if you can spell Roesgen, you can find me Kate Roesgen Comedy on YouTube or on Instagram, Kate Roesgen on Twitter. But yeah, kind of just online, virtually. You can find me virtually right now. I'm good with that until I have a shot in the arm.
Kate, I want to send you a pervert t-shirt with the cats because you have a beautiful cat. And I've just been poor, but watching your mail because it's on the way to you. And then I expect some like weird pose with food. Is that cool to ask for?
I could totally do that. Yeah, I could have some really perverted food or something. Food porn and then pervert t-shirt.
We'll make it work. Okay. Hey, thank you. Thank you for watching. Although it was not like that much of a challenge. She's fucking amazing.
Oh, you're all gonna